Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Great to see everyone here. Greetings to all football fans watching around the world. Welcome to the House of European Football in Lyon for the quarterfinals draw of the 2015-16 UEFA Champions League. 8 teams of the highest caliber have made it this far in the competition, and the excitement is growing as we get ever closer to the final. All the remaining contenders and their fans are dreaming of making it to the showpiece event, which takes place at Milan's San Siro Stadium on the 28th of May. Let's take a look at the 8 teams that have qualified for this season's UEFA Champions League quarterfinals and also get an advanced feel of some of the atmosphere that will await us in Milano. What an exciting lineup. We've got 3 clubs from Spain, 2 from Germany, and 1 from France, Portugal, and England. So let's get the show on the road. Please welcome on stage UEFA's Director of Competitions, Giorgio Marchetti.
Thank you, Pedro. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, congratulations to the 8 clubs which have qualified for the quarterfinals. Your dream is reaching the final in Milano and play on the legendary stage of San Siro. Milano is not too far from here, but you still have to overcome 2 big hurdles in order to get there. In just a few moments, you will find out who your next opponents are and the first big hurdle. I can only wish all of you very good luck. So let's now commence the draw, and to assist us with the proceedings today, I have the real pleasure of welcoming a true footballing legend, a man who has won many trophies and is very familiar with the San Siro Stadium. Before he joins us on the stage, let's see something of him on the screen. So, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Gianluca Zambrotta.
Thank you.
Benvenuto Gianluca, thank you very much for being with us today. So I have a few questions for you before we start with the main job. And the first question actually is, you've played for, say, 3 very big clubs in Champions League. One of your former clubs, FC Barcelona, is still in the competition. And the question is, there is a tradition in Champions League, no team wins the Champions League 2 years in a row. Do you think this is the year where the tradition can be broken by Barcelona?
È difficile, secondo me, dire se riuscirà il Barcellona ad arrivare fino in fondo, però credo che abbia tutte le potenzialità per sfatare questo tabù. È difficile, però insomma, io ho giocato 2 anni a Barcellona, spero insomma, che il Barça riesca ad arrivare per la seconda volta consecutiva in finale, quindi spero e tiferò Barça.
Okay. So, of course, it's not a difficult question. Barcelona is so strong that, of course, it's very possible. He says it's difficult because the competition is difficult, but he also says that his heart is still beating for Barcelona, and so he will support FC Barcelona in these coming rounds of the competition. Then another question. So, having played, so many matches in Champions League for very big clubs, you've played with and against very strong players. Is there any one in particular or a few in particular you think they are the strongest players that you have played with or against?
Ma è difficile perché ho avuto la fortuna di giocare in grandi squadre come Juventus, come Barcellona, come Milan, però credo che il numero 1 sia stato insomma Lionel Messi. Quando io ho giocato 2 anni a Barcellona nel 2006, lui era già un grande talento e un grande campione. Quindi secondo me lui è stato veramente formidabile, lo è tuttora, e poi non voglio dimenticare insomma, tutti gli altri, da Zidane a Nedved, a Cannavaro, a Ibrahimovic, insomma giocatori veramente fenomenali.
So you've understood, I think, everything. So these are the names of the, best players, and nobody needs to explain why they are considered by Gianluca the strongest players. So even Messi when he was so young, but it was clear that he would become a very good player. So thank you, Gianluca. We are almost ready, and now a few words on the technical procedure. At this stage of the competition, as you know, this is an open draw with no country protection and no seeded teams. The procedure is very easy. The 8 balls containing the names of all the quarterfinalists are placed in this central bowl. They will be shuffled, and Gianluca will pick your names one after the other. Obviously, at each pairing, the first team drawn will also play the first match at home. And the procedure is repeated until we have all the 4 quarterfinals. So we are there. Just let's remind the names of the teams. So we have in alphabetical order Atlético de Madrid, FC Barcelona, FC Bayern München, SL Benfica, Manchester City FC, Paris Saint-Germain, Real Madrid CF, and VfL Wolfsburg. And now that everything is ready, Gianluca, I shuffle for you. And everybody is very eager. Looking forward to see the first name coming out of the bowl. Bit of suspense. VfL Wolfsburg. First team, first time of Wolfsburg at this stage of the competition in the quarterfinals. So now Wolfsburg is already the first team, and you will tell us the name of the first opponent. So Wolfsburg playing at home on the 5th or 6th of April against
Real Madrid.
Against Real Madrid, and of course we have a newcomer of the quarterfinals with the all-time record winner of Champions League 10 times. So they are very experienced in the quarterfinals, clearly, and Wolfsburg a bit less, but we think that it will be a big challenge anyway. So Gianluca, next time.
Bayern München.
FC Bayern, so another heavyweight, five-time winners of Champions League. That's the first team of the second pairing. Let's see who will have to face Bayern.
Benfica.
And Bayern will play with SL Benfica. So Benfica also winners of twice winners of this trophy, but it's a bit back in the time, so 61 and 62. I think they will be quite eager to try their chances again, but of course it will not be easy.
Barcelona.
And now, one after the other, FC Barcelona. Let's see, Barcelona, the title holders, five-time winners of the Champions League. They will have to face, in 1 second,
Atlético de Madrid.
Barcelona versus Atlético de Madrid. So here we have a derby. So it's a Spanish derby. Barcelona Atlético, not the first time in Champions League. Paris Saint-Germain. Oh. Sorry, I overlapped my voice, but Paris Saint-Germain, yes, Paris Saint-Germain trying to be in the semi-finals for the first time after 1995. So after more than 20 years, they will be determined to be in the semi-finals, but let's see the name. You see,
Manchester City.
That's Manchester City, and Manchester City will be as eager as Paris Saint-Germain, as they've never played the semi-finals of the Champions League. So that's it. I would invite, say, Pedro Pinto to come back on stage to wrap it up. Thank you very much for your job,
Thank you.
Gianluca. What do you think, Pedro?
Wow. You can't go wrong with teams of this quality once you get to this stage of the competition, but I'm sure everybody's already looking forward to some great games. Giorgio, Gianluca, thank you very much for your excellent handling of the proceedings, and we're all looking forward to these amazing matches. The first legs, if you want to start putting them down on your calendars, first legs 5 and 6 of April. The return legs are scheduled for the 12th and 13th of April as well. Then the semi-final draw and cup handover ceremony will take place here in Nyon on the 15th of April. And that's actually quite a big day for the UEFA Youth League as well, since the semi-finals of that competition will take place just across the road from here. The Final Four lineup, also a great one: Chelsea versus Anderlecht and Real Madrid versus Paris Saint-Germain. That's all from us. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. See you again soon. It's goodbye from the House of European Football in Nyon.